Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jorge Germaine Masvidal.
You ready? You ready? Do it.
All right, early round action here. We'll see what Alexander Volkanovski can do. He believes he will have the striking advantage, the wrestling advantage, believes that he has the grappling advantage as well. Remains to be seen, but certainly confidence was not an issue in our midweek fighter meeting with Alexander the Great. Oh, nice left hook there from Volkanovski.
Volkanovski is such a phenomenal fighter. I believe his confidence is what truly carries him to be so spectacular, to be so successful. He believes with every part of himself that he is the absolute best fighter in the world. Jeez, you can hear that. Nice straight punch.
Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Volkanovski. Straight punch is true.
He's got some hands, man.
Inside leg kick is there by Volkanovski. Some more output, at least in the early going.
Nice block. Ooh, big shot lands.
All right, so we will see early on how the Volk man chooses to proceed, and no surprise to see Volkanovski go to the leg kick early.
I mean, we have seen this constantly with Alexander Volkanovski, especially in the first Max Holloway fight. He won the fight behind the leg kicks. He is so smart inside of the octagon that he will throw these leg kicks, not hard, but they draw something out of you, and then he starts to attack you with things that have more force. This guy's tremendous, and that is why he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Volkanovski's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, that's a big right hand there from Gamebred. Boxing fundamentals, certainly not an issue for this guy. Very tight.
He's as sound as they come, right? A lot of times you see a guy that comes from a street fighting background and they wing everything. They try to knock everyone out with a strike. Masvidal does not do that. He takes his time, finds and picks his spots. That's why he's getting the finishes that he gets now. Oh! She can't even stand.
Oh, Volkanovski's eye now closing up. So nice deception there as he lands the hook. Man. Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot. He needs to slow down if he wants to get his opponent out of this fight.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. Again.
Oh, nice jab by Gamebred. 90 seconds to go in the round. Oh, beautifully done with the hook there by Volkanovski.
Oh,
he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out for him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in this fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee and digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something that he can land, and he has landed it effectively.
Oh, that's a beautiful land downstairs with the kick. 20 seconds left. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. 10 seconds to go in the round.
Back in the clinch. Let's see what he does now.
Second round, straight ahead. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Start round 2 now, DC. Jorge Masvidal versus Alexander Volkanovski. Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body, and he continues to punish his opponent's midsection. Had a lot of success with it in the previous round and picking up exactly where he left off. Nice punch by Volkanovski. Oh, connects with the 1-2. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the ball.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Kobe Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
91 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. And landing at a pretty good clip here tonight, 58% the accuracy rate against Alexander the Great Volkanovski. All right, that calf kick starting to show some visible signs of bruising now.
And it's exciting him. He's excited to see that all the work that they've done in preparation is showing itself in the octagon.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Volkanovski going for the leg kick. He does not connect. And he lands the hook. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Volkanovski's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving.
Oh, this is trouble for Volkanovski!
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. I'm not even sure what I'm watching right now. He doesn't seem to respect those high leg kicks whatsoever, despite the obvious visible damage we now see.
And you could see it early, John. Very early you saw that he was almost dismissive of that attack. But I believe that now we're getting to a point where if he doesn't address it, he's gonna get finished with leg kicks.
And now Masvidal's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Nice punch from the clinch by Volkanovski. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with...
All right, so the ref is going to step in here and call on the doctor to look at what is a now mangled nose. This could be the end of the fight.
It could be the end of the fight. There's a lot of blood. The blood's going down into the mouth. I mean, the nose could be broken.
Crowd wants the fight to continue, and it looks as though it will, but maybe stylistically might have to change some things and get aggressive because that cut's not getting any better.
That cut is only going to get worse. Every time you get hit in it, it just gets worse and worse. He's going to have to take some chances, try to end this fight right now.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
To mount.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
All right, feet on the hips here. Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. Volkanovski's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Got him. Oh, mercifully, there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest in that round. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, missed on that one.
You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Oh, big elbow. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Making all these shots count. Nicely done.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. Volkanovski's able to land another strike right there, right on the previously damaged nose. No surprise to see the fighter continue to attack that part of the opposition. What a great fight, damage doled out on both sides. Perhaps some bonus money coming the way of these two individuals at night's end.
50K, baby, somebody's getting paid. These two guys are doing a great job in a fight that is so competitive. that is so evenly matched. These two really will be proud of the effort that they have shown inside the octagon tonight.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah. No more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see. Look at him attacking that guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
He's trying to tighten the grip on his guillotine choke. He seems to have it. He's got to really get it.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Volkanovski's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely broken, and we might get a ringside physician or a referee to stop this fight here soon. Gamebred gets hit by that kick to the body. So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad.
Oh!
Now he's back up.
45 seconds remain in the round. And a miss with the right hook. Seconds now to go in the fight. Masvidal is closing up. Oh! Jorge Masvidal!
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 34 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce. Jorge Masvidal, your winner by knockout here tonight. Not quite as dramatic as Askren stiff as a board, but pretty close.
Yeah, really good. I mean, he does a great job of finding his shots, making them count, and they produce these types of results. He always says his intention is to get the knockout. Tonight he got that result. Congratulations to Gamebred and his entire team.
The King of Miami getting a big knockout here tonight. Congratulations, of course, to Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Germaine, the Iron Lady, DeRandemie. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Zhang, Weili.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, with that, round 1 is underway. You know about her advantage in reach. It has been a big weapon for her in the past. Let's see if she can employ that jab and keep her opponent on the outside here tonight.
Beautiful leg kick.
All right, early round action here, and Zhang Weili not wasting any time finding a home for that right hand.
A beautiful right hand. You know, we saw this in the Jessica Andrade fight, her title-winning performance, where she overwhelmed her with that shot that put her up. Zhang Weili is a tremendous athlete, and when she explodes into this punch, she is as good as they come. She's stepping over the mount here. She is so dominant from the top position.
Zhang's right back to the full mount.
Nice transition. Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble, get up.
Oh, big elbow. Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
Back and forth we go.
Hands higher, hands higher.
One of her coaches, the captain, Eric Albarracin, has said Zhang Weili is the most gifted athlete he's ever coached, man or woman.
Let's go, keep your hands high, that right is coming.
Oh, how good is that jab by DeRandemie? Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt.
Hands go.
Heavy body kick lands. Another big kick.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Back to the feet now.
I need you to move.
Oh, short uppercut and a clinch by Zhang Weili.
Big shot to the head.
Oh, nice job by her there to land get another takedown. I gotta think at Gilroy High School wrestling practice next week, they're gonna be watching this film.
I mean, we will show it. I will pull out the projector, put it up on the wall, and say, this is how you secure takedowns in a big environment. The state tournament has nothing on what this young lady's going through. Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
She's got her back now.
Push, 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 get free.
Zhang's in half guard. Both fighters get up now. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good. Superman punch now. All right, so you got a little bit of separation now, but watch out for the setup. You got to think she's going to shoot for another takedown.
She's going to shoot for another takedown, and it may not look pretty. It may be her taking a shot from halfway across the octagon. As long as she gets into contact, she is comfortable because she wants this fight down on the floor.
Oh, DC prophetic yet again. There it is. You saw that one coming as she gets it again.
She got another takedown. She almost makes me seem smarter, much smarter than I really am. I mean, Oklahoma State has now turned to Harvard the way that I'm predicting takedown.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. GDR gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice. Oh, lands a huge left hand.
She knew this would be a problem if she stayed there. She finds her way out of the clinch position.
Nice knee to the body by Zhang. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Well, that jab has been on fire tonight as she lands it again, taking full use of her advantage in reach. All right, so you see some welting now on the thigh a little bit as she continues to attack that area effectively.
It's a big part of the leg, so it takes a little longer to really start to see the effects of what you're doing. Right now, she's landing, but down the line, boy, she stays the course, it'll pay dividends.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Everything is going good, okay? That's what I'm talking about. You'll keep taking her down. You're controlling everything on the ground. So take it down.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to her leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
All right, both fighters ready to go now with round two. Weili Zhang. And on the other side, Germaine DeRandemie. All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this next round. She was able to take her down a bunch of times in that previous round, and I'm not sure she's going to be able to stop it here.
Well, no. Nothing tells you that it's going to be any different between round one and round two, because it wasn't close. It's not like she was shooting, having to change the attacks, having to move on from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. It was first shot, go to a takedown. Second shot, get a takedown. Third shot, get a takedown. It was over and over and over, takedown after takedown, and that's why she's ahead on the scorecard.
Oh, right hand lands again for Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili starting to feel it now, man. She's starting to get off with that right hand. She's throwing it more often now because she has found that she can land it at will.
Fighter lands a kick now, a pretty good one at that. So 57 total strikes have landed for Germaine DeRandemie. And in terms of the accuracy rate, DC landing at a 59% clip thus far tonight against Weili Zhang.
And now she's in mount.
Nice positional control here. Zhang's back in full mount.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Well, a lot of debilitating leg kicks tonight, and that left thigh now starting to show signs of bruising.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. In the clinch, DeRandemie's limping. That would suggest that the leg kick is having the desired effects. Oh, side kick lands.
You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now.
Oh, right into mount.
Zhang's going for a choke here.
Oh, it's getting deep. What a sub attempt. She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Zhang's left calf now starting to show signs of bruising, so the calf kicks have started to have an effect. Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there.
Doing a really good job of using that reach advantage.
Oh, nice straight. That'll work. high-level defense there. The hook shot is blocked by Weili. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
1-2 high kick, go!
Final seconds here.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
In the clinch, DeRandemie's back in full go.
Good round.
Okay, we got this one. This one's all ours, okay? She cannot stop your takedowns. She cannot handle your ground control. So you're gonna go out there one last round.
All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns, and some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now
Great
you
fight.
watch her and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
Well, how impressive is this young woman? High volume of strikes in the previous round and picking up exactly where she left off here and not really showing any signs of slowing down. She looks like she could go 10 hard fives tonight if need be.
Oh, body shot.
Oh, the straight hand lands flush to the body by Weili. Able to work it into the takedown.
Nice shot lands from the bottom. She's stepping over the mount here.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize, and now she has her back. That was nice.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
Trying to kick the leg out. Oh, she is as relentless as any striker on this roster, man or woman, eternally aggressive with her strikes. Got to be careful, of course, not to gas out, but so far so good for her here in this round. Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Oh, that body kick couldn't have felt good.
Any body kick may finish this fight. It does not have to be the front one up the middle.
All right, so another takedown here by Zhang. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Zhang's in half guard.
And now she's in mount.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Ooh, look out, that thing is tight.
It's advancing, she's about to finish. This has got to be the end of the fight. It's over.
It's work.
Ooh, she got out.
She was bridging, she was booking, she was doing anything to try to create enough space to get her chest back to the mat and defend that arm triangle.
DeRandemie's in half guard now. Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, huge pop from the crowd as she gets back to her feet. Gotta think she's gonna go for it here.
You knew that she had to be standing if she wanted a chance to win this fight. She has got to find the finish. She's got to go out on her shield here.
All right, I'm gonna put you in this fighter's shoes, okay? She is clearly losing this fight. Time is not her friend right now. You going for the finish or what?
I am biting down on the mouthpiece, and I am swinging from the hip. Something has to land so that she can win this fight.
Well, as a play-by-play guy, I try to stay out of the prediction business, but I think we're going to see another takedown attempt here soon.
Oh, absolutely. You see it playing itself out over and over again. She enters, she gets the takedown, and she will not stop at any cost to get the fight to the floor. She's been successful, so why would she change it?
Single leg takedown.
Using a lot of good movement.
But at least staying busy on the bottom. Oh, nice job working hard, posting and getting back up. Uppercut lands. DeRandemie swelling now around her jaw, so we'll keep an eye on that storyline as this fight continues, but she has absorbed a lot of strikes to the head thus far. All right, so the fighters go the distance. Pretty competitive fight, but certainly there was a striking advantage, and it was hers.
The advantage belonged to her, and you knew the longer she would be able to keep this fight upright, the better the chances were that she was going to get the victory. This fight never hit the ground, and she used that striking to win a pretty easy decision.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Zhang Weili.
All right, well, she loved the matchup, and now you see why as she gets it done on all 3 judges' scorecards. She had her moments in the striking realm against a great kickboxer, but ultimately mixing it up, the key to victory tonight.
It's all about matchups, and as well as she did on the feet, she always had that ace in her back pocket, knowing that if she needed to get the fight to the ground, she could. She was safe everywhere and gets a massive decision victory.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nassourdine Imavov.
You ready to fight? Ready? Let's do it.
All right, early round action here. Kamaru Usman's wrestling is next level. His MMA wrestling, super functional. But he believes that the jab is going to be the key here tonight. Obviously, he has gone to great lengths to develop that under Trevor Whitman, and he felt like he might actually be able to win this fight without securing a single takedown. We shall see. Imavov gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. And now some distance as they pull apart. All right, so there's the takedown from Kamaru Usman. We know he has fallen in love with his jab at his hands a little bit, but back to his bread and butter early in this one.
Well, that's his roots, right? For as good as he is in the stand-up, for as powerful as the jab is, it's always going to be the wrestling of Kamaru Usman that's going to lead the day. Whether it's offensive or defensive, Kamaru Usman will wrestle if he ever wants to be the champion again.
Nice punch there by Imavov. Oh, straight punch, it's there again.
When he gets close and he throws, he lands.
Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Usman. Overhand right, swing and a miss.
Big shot lands for both guys. Great commitment to the kicking game.
And they separate after exiting the clinch. Usman gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done. Well, how's that for executing the game plan? He told us he needed to get the early takedown, and he produces right out of the chute.
He got it done, man. Takedowns were the emphasis in camp, and he got it done. He has to be happy that it worked to perfection.
Reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Usman.
Right to the knee on belly. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Oh, that kick is good by Nassourdine Imavov. And now the jab gets through. That is a heavy right hand from Kamaru Usman. I'm not sure how many more his opponent can take.
He broke Kobe Covington's jaw with that exact same strike. When he lands, he can shut your lights out. You saw what he did to Mariah. I mean, he put him out with that right hand. He's become a great striker as his career has gone on. He passes to half.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Imavov gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allows for Kamaru.
And an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options. You can either chase ground and pound, or you can go to submission. Right now, it looks like he's trying to get to an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across and secure it with his head. Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Usman. Drops down inside the now.
Oh, and he's attacking choke now.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Effective jab there by Usman.
Got the hook in quickly.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Patented front kick there by Nassourdine Imavov. 20 seconds left. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Final seconds of round one. Usman's in half guard. 5 minutes in the books.
All right, listen. That round was yours. You definitely won that round. But you got to go out there and keep working, all right? Set that shot up off your jab. Jab, fake.
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is at the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 2 underway. All right, we'll see how it goes here in this round. He had a big effort there in round 1. Really had the wrestling on full display.
John, if he was looking to come out here...
Usman gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. Nice straight right lands. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on that.
Oh, nice lateral change.
Fight down.
Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Usman's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Getting them out here.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Imavov's now dealing with a cheek cut. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, earlier in the round, he clearly got stung by his opponent, but he just has not responded well at all.
He hasn't responded well. He hasn't gotten himself back going after getting hurt so bad early in the round.
Usman's thigh really starting to show signs of bruising now. That is a deep shade of purple.
He's hurt bad.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Usman's in half guard. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. Imavov gets back up. Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Right, just like we saw in the previous round, the takedown is there at will. He actually wanted a side wager with you on over 10 takedowns tonight. You wouldn't take the bait, and perhaps it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's such a high number. So while it seems tempting, you got to turn away from it. Hey, a bet's only a bet because they know they also have the ability to win. Sorry. This guy knew that he would be able to secure takedowns and takedowns in bunches, and that is exactly what he's showing us tonight.
Imavov's eye starting to swell now.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
Imavov's now switching his stance. Working hard to get back up again, and he's there. Nice judo toss for him there.
Oh, my God.
All right, looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising this technique. He is a fantastic judo player, and he did a great job of getting to this position.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing.
Nice shot to get inside and get the single collar tie. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish them.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And, hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
No.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are... Goes down again! All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. That will keep him in the fight. He goes back to the stool. We'll see to what extent he can recover.
You're still here right now. This next round, we're going to get...
All right, so there's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights, DC, and there was a big knockdown there. Thought he might get the finish. We'll see if he gets it in the next round.
Well, if he lands that shot again, it will be over. It will be a finish. You don't recover from two of those types of strikes. He found the right moment, he found the opening, and landed that big strike.
ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, nice strike landed there by Nassourdine Imavov. As he presses forward with the combination there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Fighter lands a takedown, well done.
There it is, now he's going to mount. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again.
In the half guard. Nice shots landing from the top position. Gets in close and gets that single collar tie, locked in tight. Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
Another nice leg kick there by Nassourdine Imavov. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, big diving punch lands up top. We might get a stoppage here soon.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, champ, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, he missed with that right hand.
Another takedown land.
Nassourdine Imavov's cut, not getting blood in his eyes per se, but that is a huge gash on the cheek. Kind of looks like a slot machine right now, and if we get in between rounds, the ringside physician and the cut man are going to have their work cut out for them. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Good work from the top here by Kamaru. Another ground and pound strike lands. Imavov's in half guard. Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again. Oh, that is it! Kamaru Usman!
Oh my goodness.
We now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 44 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Man, Usman's feeling his power, and why not? Another knockout for the former welterweight champ tonight.
Yeah, beautiful knockout by Kamaru Usman. He has gotten so much better in striking, and these opportunities are presenting themselves, just like he did to Jorge Masvidal. The guy has setups, he believes in his jab, he believes in his power, and he's starting to show that in these performances.
And once again, proving that his spot on the pound-for-pound list is deserved. Congratulations to the Nigerian Nightmare. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jalton Malhadinho. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight world champion, Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are from the world's most famous arena. It is, of course, Madison Square Garden. This is where the Thug Rose scene went down, DC.
This is where it happens, A.A. Lost for words, so I yelled the same thing over and over again. Pick Rose Namajunas, and you can hear me yell, Thug Rose, Thug Rose, Thug Rose.
Just missed with that right hand. Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. Almeida gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. All right, so a big takedown for him early. We kind of expected this would be the game plan, and so far, so good.
Well, he's a bit of a specialist, and he knew he's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. He's got it locked in.
Somehow, some way, he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. That was a slick transition.
Sweet Dreams Hill gets back up here. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this, gentlemen. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
All right, single collar tie now.
He does a phenomenal job of actually attacking the takedowns off of his punches.
Oh, he's got the Kamaru position locked in now. Wow, somehow, some way, he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Able to check that kick as well. Back up again. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, Pat trying to knock this out of place.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate. A lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight. He passes to half guard.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job following the kick.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish the technique.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. they try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Swing and a miss with that punch by Hill. Though that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here, the punch is good. Right now they separate. Yes, to the single collar tie now. Big hook. What a start.
Aê, muito bom. Senta aí, respira. Awesome round. You did great this time, okay? You almost got those submissions, okay? Now, he's waiting for those.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
You ready? You ready?
Second round here. All right, well, we'll see if his opponent can make the requisite adjustments. He got taken down left and right there that previous round.
It's going to be very difficult because he never got a specific type of takedown. It was always something different, but it always led to his opponent getting great top position.
Oh, how clean is that jab by Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill?
He's got that single collar tie.
Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the film can lie if you lean too heavily into it.
Absolutely. I mean, look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight. He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out!
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
This pace is just absurd. He has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. That left hook was crazy.
Oh, big head kick there. Hard shots landing on both sides here. All right, so the BJJ player engaging in the clinch yet again, and this is by design.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to be close. He wants to be chest to chest. He's level changing, getting into the body, and finding comfort in his clinch position.
All right, full guard now, DC.
Yes, full guard. Watch for the top fighter to either posture or look to pass right away.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Almeida's able to transition back to side control now.
Nice.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
And that will do it!
Oh, my goodness.
No judges here this time around.
What a performance.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission, he squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
Let's get to Bruce Buffer. He has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 23 seconds at round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Jalton Malhadinho.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.